Alright, so we're going to piece it all back together here. Put the bar through here, okay? And then we're going to grab the rubber washer, put it on. And then we're going to grab this other rubber washer or bumper, put it on. And remember, it's going to go on this side here with the little indentation. I know it's backwards because of the way the video is, but that's the way it's going to go. Okay. Now, you're going to take the little side caps here, and you're going to put those side caps on, and that's what's going to basically hold your rails in place. Okay. Now, when you do this, you're going to, you're going to have these little indentions pointing up. Okay. So we're going to point those up, and bam and bam. Okay. Now that that's on, you're okay. We're going to take the other one and we're going to put that on as well. And then remember when I was telling you about that little spring, you have to be careful with that. Wow. I'm going to put it back into that hole there, hopefully. It's a little easier. Okay. So now that spring, I know it's hard to see on the camera, but it's there. Okay, so you see it? There it is. Okay, it's right there. So you're gonna push that little spring back down. Okay, so now that that is down like that, you're going to line this up. So remember, we want this little indented part, we want that lined up with the A+ side. Line this up like that and it'll fall right back in. Okay, simple, easy. But now that we took that spring out of there, this little piece, that, okay. Now, I mean, look how much smoother this is. Look at that. That's just ridiculous, right? So much better, so much better. Okay, so what we can do now, if you want to, you can actually put a little tiny bit of lube on the rails. Up. So I figure if it's good enough for firearms, it's good enough for my crossfader. So we're going to just pull this out just a little bit here. We're not going to spray it in there, but what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little tiny drop on the bar. So one here, nothing major, just enough, okay? And that's it. We are done with that, okay? We're gonna put the circuit board back in, and we have to line this up. Remember, we have to line it up to where the solder joint is lined up with the actual finger or clip that has the solder on it. So when we put this back on, all we got to do is be careful, push it down, see? And then it'll kind of clip in place. And that's it. Now look at this. Look how much smoother that is. That's crazy, right? So now we just have to bend these little fingers back, and that tends to be the hardest part, bending those fingers back. So just be super careful when you do that. You can definitely use some needle nose pliers. What I like to do is just put it up against something flat and then bend them back like that. Once again, with these, you could actually use the flat part here. Put that little finger on there and then just very gently just bend it back. Just enough. You don't have to be super rough with them because these will only bend so many times before they break. So you want to be careful with those, okay? Now, I can bend that one. And then the last one on this side, we can bend that one. Okay? Now you can all see like all of them are bent on one side. So let's go to the other side. Casing. So this right here is not going to damage anything. It's going to Keep it nice and tight in there, and you'll be good. And now look at this. Look how much smoother that is. That's crazy, right? So much better, so much better. So now all we have to do is put some solder back on this this little clip right here, so that it'll ground it out. And make sure that you do put some solder back on there. If not, like I said, you'll know, because you'll get some crazy sounds coming off of the fader, like crazy feedback and stuff like that. So let's put some solder back on that contact again. Okay, so just kind of let it sit on there, and boom. That's all it takes. And that, my friends, is how you open up innofader Mini and get it super smooth.